Welcome to Ace of Spades. Let's just get going. Magnetic case unboxing. This keeps track of your stats. What's going on here? Here's a rule book, which is a little wonky. I mean, not too bad. It's pretty clear, but there's a few little discrepancies. You have a little shiny extra. You got a 52 deck of cards, and you get a couple of these guys here, an extra shiny ace. You can throw it in there if you want to make your game easier, I guess. This Joker is also just set out because you can only acquire it in like the next to the last round if you live that long. This is your little format to show you where you're going to make the stack of your enemies to try to defend the town. There's some sort of theme here. Demons come to the town and you just got to kill them all, basically. So you have all these cards here, and this is the last before the boss, I believe. Let me check here. So, okay, yeah. So eventually you have to, if you live long enough, you're going to make it to fight Lord Overkill. And depending on what mode you play, easy, that's Nightmare, normal, or hard, they have different things that you have to do. We're probably going to do normal, and there's certain rules that go with your gameplay that they allow you to do. If you play easy, it's still hard to get to the guy, but the nice thing is if you do play easy, playing your cards is a little easier, and I'll explain that later. So basically you choose what level you're going to play, and we're going to go with normal because I like dying and I'm not very good. So that's going to be here. Put that on top of this because when you face this guy at the end, he'll be your last boss, showing 12 there. So I'll explain this. This is the amount of shots you can take to kill the thing, and this is the amount of things you can do, what they call a reset hand, or discard redraw. So which is basically like reshuffling your cards. So there's levels all the way to get to them, and they're a little bit random, a little bit different. Like they're all the same health to kill, but they will give you usually different rewards, slightly different. So basically you're just going to shuffle, grab one random, and just throw that back in the box if you want. You're going to do one at each level here. So let me just do that for you real quick. Okay, so these are basically all our bad guys. So this is our little statistics here. Sometimes I use dice, but we'll go ahead and use these wheels because why not today? When you go to fight someone, like for instance, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to reveal what you're facing. So I'm going to be fighting the vulture first. I can actually just move this way up here. And up here, it says set my dial to 2 for the shots. And this one for the possibility of doing a reshuffling cards into the deck or discarding and drawing that amount of cards. I can do that up to 2 times. And you don't want to run low. The game says you kind of like, you can put this up here to keep track of 5 life. I don't really worry about that too much. I know it's easier for me just to put it to the side, and I can keep track of his life here with 5. That's fine. So you got your deck of cards, and there is a lot of shuffling in this game, unfortunately, but hey, you got to play, right? Every round you're going to, playing solo, you can play this 2-player rules. I'm not really covering that adjoint. It's not that much different, really, just a few little indications of what you modify, how you take turns when you play with that amount of number of players. So anyway, after you shuffle these up real good, you're going to deal yourself 8 cards. So we're going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And maybe it'll be good to, I'll just set this off to the side. Maybe I'll just move this up even farther over here. And that way I can kind of just show you my hand here, what's going on. So anyway, this is my hand. And so when you want to take a shot, you'll dial this down to try to deal damage, and it shows you what everything does. So basically if you have a pair of any, it'll do 1 point of damage. If you have 2 paired, it'll do 2. 3 of a kind does 3. Straight does 4 points of damage. A flush does 5 points of damage. A full house does 6 points of damage. A 4 of a kind does 8 points of damage. A straight flush, sorry, I'm getting off the thing there. Straight flush deals 10 points of damage if 5 of kind deals. You're not going to get that for a while. Deals a 12 points of damage. Now, there's also a bonus. Any face card gives you, if you have a jack, queen, or king, not with the thing, but if it's a part of the suit that you make or the hand that you make, because you play a hand, but it's actually, this is actually the hand. The things that are faded out aren't a part of the hand that's dealing damage. If this is a part of the hand that's dealing damage, for every face card that's in that situation will deal an additional point of damage, and every ace deals an additional 3 if it's a part of the hand damage. So that's pretty straightforward, and you'll hear me talk about it as we go here. So right off the bat, I've got 2 pair if I wanted to do that. Playing on normal instead of easy. So when you play on normal or the other 2 levels above it, you're going to have you have to play 5 cards, and after you play a hand and resolve it, you're going to discard. You're going to redraw from the deck up to the amount, 5 new cards basically. If you play the easy mode, you only have to play as many cards as you need to deal damage, so that way you can conserve cards into your hand, and to make those things happen. So anyway. We don't have to worry about this because it is a reward that we get once we kill it. Then we will get this reward to use later, a one-time use as the lightning bolt. There are things called villains that have, I believe, the lucky horseshoe on it. And the villains are usually do this. Okay, so we just reshuffled and did everything. And that's showing you that you just did that. Anytime you see the martial bads, that means you're going to take all the cards from your hand, dump them into the deck, which is good to keep track of anyway. But if you haven't done it already, when you reveal the new person, flip it down, and if it shows the martial bads, you need to have reshuffle everything, because that means you've just defeated a villain. Or in this case, there's no villain during this one. Little discrepancy in the rule book, but that's all that means. So we had just reshuffled to start off. Anytime I see that, that's just a reminder to me that I should have been doing that. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do this. I got to deal 5 points of damage to this guy. Villains usually have better abilities that stay permanently, but also give you permanent bonuses that stay in play the whole time when you play hands. Okay, so I'm close to a flush with 3 face cards. Actually, I do have a flush. So, I mean, if I wanted to, I could really wallop this guy. And, yeah, so a flush would deal what? 5, I think? A flush deals 5 points of damage. And I also have 3 face cards, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8. That would still let me keep 2 pairs and 2 threes. Let's just go ahead and do that. It's a little bit of an overkill, but what you would do is, like, I'm going to take a shot, and I'm going to play this hand. I will deal the damage, which will kill this guy. So I'm going to move him over kind of to a rewards pile that I can use to help me out later. And we'll reveal the new person. He has 7 hit points. And then you look up at the dial up here, and this still says 2 and 2. So we reset that at 2 and 2. And then we draw 5 new cards to our hand. You must keep the discard pile separate, of course, because you do not get those back unless you kill a villain, and because there'll be a reminder of the Marshal's Badge, or if you choose to use this dial here, which is this ability, and I can move that down from 2 to 1, and I can just take all the discard and reshuffle it in there. But also this is important too, because if I have a terrible hand, a lot of hand management, then I can discard however many cards I want and redraw that many cards. All right, so these are my 5 new cards. Okay, so this is my hand here, right? Oh, what can I make here? I've got to deal 7 damage. I got 2 shots on this one, not 6. A lot of times I just keep this on dice. It's easier. But this is a nice little thing here if you don't get it like wonky like I did here. So let's see. Sorry, my camera, I got on a leaner right now, so it's all right. What is my special ability that I just won? It says I can discard this to add or subtract 2 points of value to or from one of the cards in my... Oh, in the hand I play this turn. So that's kind of nice. I can actually move a card up or down a value of 2, which is nice. So I have a 5, 7, 8, 9. I could make a straight if I use my special ability. Or it looks like I could play a pair, which is only going to deal 1 to this guy, but take one of my shots. That means I'll have to do 6 all in one shot. with whatever I draw. So, you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and just show you guys how this works. I'm just going to go ahead and discard this. So this is permanently removed from play. I am going to change my 3 into a, oh, it's not high enough to go up. Oh, it says only move. I can't do that. Sorry, it says only up or down 2. I thought it was, oh my gosh. So I can't even make a straight that way. I was hoping to get a 6, but if this was a 4, I could have done that. Oh, goodness. I could make then 2 pair for 2 damage and see what I draw. That sounds a little risky, but also I have 1, 2, 3. I have a 5, and I have the same problem. Oh, wait a second. But I can't. That's 3 away from a 4. That's okay. So can I make a straight here? And that would be an ace in here. So that's ace, 2, 3. I've got the 5. And it says I can move this 2 points. Okay, so I will use it on this instead. So that is now a 4 of diamonds. So now I have ace through 4, and a straight will deal 4 points of damage, but I have an ace in my made hand here. So that will deal +3, and that's 7 points of damage, which will now kill the Buffalo Soldier. So now I have a new ability, a one-time ability, and you don't have to use these on the next turn. You're actually probably encouraged to try to save them, but I just have such bad luck on my redraws. I don't even worry about it. It says the club cards in hand you play this turn are considered to be a part of the Spades suit. Okay, so basically it's let me change my clubs in my hand. I play it to spades for 1 turn. That's a pretty interesting ability, so I can make a flush easier. So I'll be keeping these 3 cards, which is my 7, 8, 9. Okay, we get a new person. And, ooh, I'm fighting a skinwalker. Ooh, that's pretty creepy. Oh, and it's a villain. So I know after I defeat it, my next martial card will show a badge saying that I need to reshuffle everything, and I'll just do that after the end anyway. When I eventually kill this, it'll give me a permanent ability. So it says, if you play 3 of a kind, it inflicts 5 damage instead of 3. And of course, this usually has a corresponding immunity. This villain is immune to hands with 3 of a kind, but not a full house. So, so I can't play 3 of a kind versus this guy. And he has 10 hit points, so, or health, whatever you want to call it. I'm an old D&D'er, so everything's hit points to me. Okay, so he's got 10 hit points, and let's check the gauge. I have 2 shots and 2 redraws and or deck shuffles. Okay, so there's actually a term they use for it. I can't remember, but it's not really that important. We know what we need to do. We need 10 hit points, and I get 5 new cards to add to my hand now. So I got a 7, 8, 9. So I've got, and oh, here's something else too that's normal. Once it's on easy, like I said, you only have to play exactly what you need in cards. You don't have to play a full set of 5. And then if you play one of the other modes, like normal, like I'm doing, or the other 2 modes, difficult or insane, whatever they call it. But I can, in the first 2 levels, easy and normal, I'm playing on normal, I am allowed to look through my discard pile. If I'm playing on one of the last 2 levels, I do not get to look through my discard pile. So this kind of makes a difference on those hard decisions you have to make on redrawing and everything. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, some kings came up. Okay, I can't play 3 of a kind. 2 of a kind is just, so a pair is 1 point, but they're both face cards. That would be, so I wonder if there's a way to make a full house. Well, I do have 2 pair. That'd be 2 points and 2. I'm just kind of looking at this here. Let's see here. So I still have an ace and 9. So I've got, that would be 2, right? 2 pair is, yep, 2 points, 3, 4. That means I'd have 1 more shot to deal 6 to them. But I get a couple of redraws. 1 ace is gone in my discard pile. So I'm thinking, man, if I can get another ace, then I could just, it'd be an easy cleanup on this. And then, since it's a villain, the martial badge is going to show, and I can reshuffle my cards. What's the odds that if I go for a king or a 7, so there's 1 king already gone, or an ace. So basically, I'm looking for a king, an ace, or 7. There's still 2 7s, 1 king, and 2 aces in the deck. So actually, I'm gonna go for that. I'm actually gonna spend one of my things right now just to kind of go early here and see it. So basically, I have to deal this down. So think of me just trying to look for a special bullet on my gun belt, I guess. Okay, so that means, is this one of the ones I just discarded? Okay, or is this a new one? Guys, you got to keep me straight. I'm not paying attention like I should. Okay, I'm just going to assume I forgot to do that. And it's not, and none of these are cards that I need. That's terrible. Okay, but I can still do this and hope for a big redraw. So if not, then I'm probably going to get smacked in the head. I do have this ability to change this to spades, so there's a chance I could get a flush by using this if. So I got a couple of options. So I'm going to play this as my hand, but I have to get rid of something, and unfortunately I'm going to get rid of the queen because with this guy I might be able to compensate for that. So my first shot is going to be 5 cards, so it'll be 2 pair, which is 2, and then I have 2 face cards in that made hand of the 2 pair, so that is 4 points of damage. So he'll be at 6. So we'll just adjust this to 6. I kind of already know, but like I said, I usually just use dice when I'm keeping track of hit points and stuff. And so that's 1 shot. So now I've got 1 shot left to kill him, but I do have a chance for 1 redraw, or I could reshuffle in the deck, but then I don't get to redraw. So, but let's see. I might just naturally flip up some stuff here, and I gotta make a hand to deal 6 points of damage to keep going. Okay, clubs. That's good because I can turn those to spades. One more. Oh, and that's a spade anyway. So I think I have. Oh my goodness! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think I can use my ability and do this here. So I do have 5, 6, 7. So with my ability, I can turn. The clubs cards in hand you play this turn are considered to be part of the spades suit. So let's just go ahead and wallop this guy, since there's going to be a whole reshuffle of everything, and I have to discard any leftover cards in my hand anyway. So we're going to turn, we're going to discard my Buffalo Soldier's ability, because I made him go to work for me, and he says, yep, so all clubs are now spades. So these are 3 spades. That's a total of 5 spades, which is a flush. And it's also an additional 1, 2, and another 3. So right there is 5 bonus points of damage, plus my flush, which does 5. So I'm dealing 10 and he only has 6 left. So that will, oh, now I get to keep him out. Now from now on, if I play just a pure 3 of a kind, it'll be worth 5 points of damage instead of the listed 3, which is nice. So this is a permanent ability. I need to remember this. So let's keep that over here. Maybe I'll keep it lower and stack the ones that come and go. But that's my only ability I have right now. All right, so I'm just going to temporarily move this to the side. I know what's going to happen. Normally I'd keep those cards in my hand and I reveal the new person. I do all this stuff here. 3 and 3. Oh, so now I got 3 shots to kill this guy and only 2 reset points there. I guess you can call maneuver 12. I got to deal 12 hit points of damage to this guy. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I got to deal 12 points of damage, and then it shows the marshal badge showing me, hey, you just defeated a villain. You need to do a full. It's called a full reset, which means I take all these cards and all my other cards, discard any cards in my hand. Even if I had good cards left in my hand, I still have to do a full reset apparently. And these cards are actually really, really thick, great quality. I'd recommend covering them if you're if you don't mind mush shuffling. And I think I might just use a regular deck of cards when I play, because as time goes on, I'm getting a little tiny ding just because these cards are so thick. And if you like to shuffle like me, which is bridging, and these cards can handle it, but the negative part is they're so thick, if you don't get an exact, if you get a little sloppy on that, you can kind of put little tiny dings in your cards. But these are actually very beautiful. I mean, the quality is fantastic. So let's go ahead and get one more shuffle. And we got to remember my new special ability that good old Mr. Skinwalker gave me. So 3 of a kinds are now worth 5. So that's something to look out for, especially when you got to deal 3 points. So I need to average 4 points of damage because I got 3 shots. All right, let's see how this comes up. Sometimes they come up good, sometimes they don't. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well, I'm seeing 2 pair right off the bat here. I got 4s, 8s. I'm going to move these guys over here real quick. Yeah, and it's not like I can play the ace just with it to get bonus 3 because it's not a part of the hand. Okay, but man, and I hate to do a redraw this early because I have a fresh deck, so face cards are at a premium for bonus damage. Although I would like to, I mean, I could take a chance and just deal 2 points of damage, right? And that means I'd have to average 5 on the last 2. But then there's a chance I could start drawing into some good face cards. Let's do that. Okay, so I got 3 shots to kill him. I'm going to take 1 shot. So I got 2 shots left. Bang! Right at this ugly guy's head here. Hey, gold miner, I know you're trying to come after me. So we're going to shoot this guy. And I'm going to play this hand here. And so that's going to deal just 2 points of damage, unfortunately. So he'll go down to 10. And that'll go in my discard pile. Won't see those guys for a while. And then let's hopefully hope that my new cards line up a little better. So far, no good. So far, no good. There's a queen. Oh my gosh, I almost got a... If I could get a 10 somehow with these guys, that's a lot of damage in one shot because that's 3-6 plus plus the straight. I think that would finish him off pretty much. Should I take a chance and go for a 10? I haven't used any of my ability yet of my redraw. So let's see here. Straight is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so I'm actually going to take a chance here. I'm going to spend one of my redraw, but although I do have 3 shots, but I have nothing. I got no hand. I don't even have a pair. Yeah, I have to do something. So I'm going to discard these 4 cards and redraw. Okay. I can only do that one more time. Give me something good. Oh boy, there's what I needed right there. Okay, 4, 5, 6, maybe setting up another straight down the road. Okay, so I'm going to play this as my shot. It brings me down to 1 shot in case I did my math wrong. And a straight is, what did I say, 4? A straight is 4 points, and then every face card in the hand, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then aces are bonus 3 down here. So that's 10, and he had 10 left, so he is now dead. So I will kill this gold miner, but now his ability is the spades cards in my hand you play this turn are considered to be a part of whichever suit that you want. Boy, that'll make it really nice for making some flushes or straight flushes, but it's only a one-time ability. Okay, so I play that. This is gone. I still have to redraw my cards here. My 4th enemy I'm facing is Simpleton Joe. Nice. He has 15 hit points, and my marker's still at 3 shots and 2 redraws. So we're going to go 3 shots, 2 redraws. Sorry, I know I'm talking a lot. You guys can just watch and fast forward as you need to, because I know I get a little yappy sometimes. Okay, those are my abilities, and now I got more cards are coming. I got a pair of 9s, another queen, a jack. Oh, I was hoping that was going to be a 9. You know, I do have I could look through here. Are all my 9s gone? No, I still have 9s, but 8s are not very good. I've already had all my 8s are gone, so only if I'm going to use the spades. Technically, I'm close to a flush as well, right? Because I could change any spades to any suit I want, so these are spades. So technically, I do have a flush already if I use this ability. Let me think about that. And I would, if I did that, all right, because I got 3 clubs, and then I'd have this, and then let me keep my pair of 9s and a face card. I think that's a good idea. So I'm going to use my gold miner ability right now on my first shot. So I'll go down to, this will be my first shot. Oh, he's got 15, but how much am I doing to him? Let's go ahead and go up to 15 so I'm not cheating. So 15. So I have a, what is this? A flush deals 5, right? Flush deals 5. I have 1 face card for 6, so that brings him down to 9. Okay. And don't yell at me if I'm from a simpleton town myself. Me and Simpleton Joe. Okay, so that's going to not kill Joe. He's down at 9, but I got 2 more shots, and I just haven't used any of my redraws yet, but I've used the gold miner to do that. And the main reason is because I know since I'm playing on normal, I'm allowed to look through the discard pile, although I do have to play 5 cards. Oh, let's see what we can do. I got to remember, because 3 of a kind deals 5. I got 2 shots to deal 9. That's 4.5 points apiece. Okay, so there we go. 7, 6. All these weird ones. Oh, and a queen. Let's see. I already used the other queen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and 8. Ooh, how many kings are gone? Just thinking about the future, because it's a long time till a villain, so I could always... So there's 1 king gone. Let me think here. I'm thinking about almost reshuffling some stuff back into the deck before I play my second hand to try to get some of these face cards. There's because 2 queens are in there, and an ace is in there. I mean, maybe it's more dangerous. 6, 7. See, this is the part that you have to figure out in the game, like what you want to do. All right, you know, we're just gonna roll. If I lose, I lose. Let's see here. So, but it is 3 of a kind. So, but I guess I want to keep all these good cards here, hoping I can get a jack, ace, or queen. And look, 2 of them. Yeah, no, I've already used all my regular special. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna take my second shot. And 3 of a kind. Normally does 3, but now I have a permanent ability. He does 5. So, which is over half what I need. So he's at 4. So I just have to come up with 4 points of damage, and I have 1 shot to do that in, and I've got 2 chances to kind of redraw and manipulate. And my hold cards are really good in my hand. All right, so let's see what we got here. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I shouldn't have looked at it. Actually, I should be drawing from the top and then shuffling because I saw what they were. So let's go ahead. Oh! Okay. I don't know why I flipped them over like that. Okay. All right. Put an asterisk next to my win or loss. Probably still going to be a loss. Okay, so here's the good and the bad. If I kill him, he's dead, and I don't get to use my reshuffling stuff back in. And I don't know the next time I face a villain. I should have played... It's either levels... Yeah, because he's not a villain, so the next villain, only so many cards. I feel like I kind of need to reshuffle, though. How much do I got to do to him? 1 pair, I've got to deal 4, and that's it. And that'll, just playing 1 pair of aces is 1 plus a bonus 6. And I can just go ahead and play like these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm supposed to have 8 cards in my hand. Okay, so spades are always kind of good. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Before I do anything, I'm going to spend 1 of these just to reshuffle all the cards back into the deck. That way, when I kill them off, I have a bunch of resources. I won't get these 2 aces back, but I'll have all the other, you know, my queen and kings and all those sort of things back, which sometimes works against me. Okay. All right, 3 riffles and a couple of whammers. All right, I will go ahead and take my last shot so I can kill him off. He's got 4 hit points left. I will play this hand of ace, ace, 7, 6, 3. This is 1 pair for 1. So that's 7 points, which will kill him off. He goes to 0. I have to discard those cards, so I am now missing 2 aces from even a tougher guy upcoming down the road, but so be it. But I do have a new ability. One time, it says, reveal cards from the poker deck until you find a face card and take it into your hand. Put the rest of the cards at the bottom of the deck. It just said put them at the bottom. It didn't say reshuffle them, so who knows. I guess I could look on design, but I'm just going to follow the letter of the rule here. All right, my new player is a villain, so I know I will be reshuffling this time. And it's still 3 shots and 2 redraws. So let's go to 3 shots, 2 redraws, and 20 hit points. Oh, this is starting to get a little more challenging. Sometimes you can just get bad draws. I ain't gonna lie, I've died a step before this guy before. What did I say, 20? Sorry, here I am mumbling to myself. Okay, and then I refill my hand. Of course, technically I should have done that right off the bat, but I don't think it makes a difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I do have a pair of jacks, which is not that great. I have an 8 and a 9. Oh, there's the queen hiding behind that. So I've got 2 pair, which is 2, but it's also 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not bad. I would be able to get rid of a card, but I'm kind of holding 3 garbage cards. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of want to use my ability just because it says I get to search for a face card, and that just comes in my hand. There's no actually hand limit until you have to redraw, and you only redraw up to 8 cards. So the question is, man, I really want to look for something. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to get a full house. I'm gonna go for it here. So I'm gonna spend one of my discard and redraw to draw 4 cards. Come on, give me some good cards here. Negative. I think I just threw away a 4. Oh, talk about hitting me in the head with the club. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So, as you guys know, I will be playing this awesome full house with all face cards. So, I mean, I could. Here's an option. I could save these 2 to hope to get a queen and play 2 junk cards, because my permanent ability says this is worth 5 instead of 3. And a full house, how much is a full house? A full house is 6. So that's pretty close, and I get to hold these back for an additional 3 with a better redraw. I think I'll do that, and I don't even have to discard to look for a card. That's just a permanent ability. So I'm going to play this hand. So I want to keep a higher club or a lower club. See, that's what we're looking through here is pretty good. So 7, 8's gone, a 7's gone. There's more likely a 4's gone. No 5. So 5, I should probably hold on to the 5. Just mathematically saying, if I want to try to get 2 pair. All right, so I'm going to be playing this hand with my first shot. And it's going to deal 1, 3 of a kind will deal 5, and then it'll deal 6, 7, 8 for the 3 face cards in it. So that'll bring him down to 12. All right, now we're rocking and rolling. Now we're going. All right, let's see what my hand goes here. What is this guy? Oh, he's a sheriff. You can't trust those sheriffs that become demon-possessed. Oh, I didn't realize. It says I cannot play kings in my hands against this villain. Oh my goodness. So, wow, that might be more brutal. So hopefully I don't draw that many. Let's go, let's think of queens and 5s. No. And then the card I can't play. So that's all right. If I can survive this guy next round, I will be able to, and I'm going to do a full reshuffle. So I do have 2 pair. I could be trying to go for a full house. I got 2 shots to kill him. I'm going to keep the 5. I'm actually going to, oh man, I hate to get rid of that 5. And then what if I get stuck with 3 pair, which I can't play? If I discard these, that'll give 3 cards. How many, has any 8s come up yet? 1 8 is gone. No 5s has come up. I could end up drawing horribly more to that, but I'm really wanting to, there's 2 queens, 8s, and then a worst case scenario, if I get stuck with kings again, I could search for, discard this and search for my next face card. Ooh, see, this is a worse shot, but I've got 2 shots to deal 12 damage left to him, right? So yeah, he's got 12 left, 2 shots, and 2 pair with these right here is only 2, 3, 4 damage, which means I'd have to deal 8 with my last shot with a dead king in my hand, So I am actually going to, how many jacks were used? I know I'm using a lot of time. 1, 2, 2 jacks are gone. Oh, there's also 2 aces still in there. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do this. I am going to, I'm hoping the 5s don't come back to bite me. I'm just doing it. So I'm gonna use my last redraw. So I can't do this trick anymore. And I will draw 4 cards, new cards to add to my hand. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's see. I could actually make it 4 queens if I didn't want a full house. Or I could even, well, let's see. 4 queens. How much is 4 of a kind? That's got to be a lot here. 4 of a kind is 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. That'll kill him right there. And I'm going to have to do a reset, so I should. I'll take my shot. I'll go ahead and play the jack with it for fun. So it looks really good. So this is my hand, and I'm playing 4 of a kind with 4 face cards in that 4 of a kind for a total of 12 points of damage, which is what he was at. So that'll kill this guy. And no kings were played or harmed in the making. Oh, sorry. In this. But now, anytime I play a king, instead of a bonus point being a face card, it'll be worth +3. But you're going to need it, people, if you want to survive. And I know, since I just killed a villain, it's going to give me the Marshal badge as a reminder. So what are we facing off here now? We are facing against the judge. Oh, that judge looks angry. So what is the judge's ability here? 22 hit points. Once I beat him, I'll have a one-time ability. Each ace in the hand you play this turn adds +5 instead of the +3. Wow. Oh, wait a second. That's worded different. I never saw that before. Look at this. Okay, so Simpleton Joe. Now, wait a second. Where is this other villain here? Oh, but it's a one-time. It's an additional. So instead of, like my villain cards say 3 instead of 1, this is a discard ability. It says, so each ace in thy hand will do +5 additional extra points. So that means every ace will be worth 8 points of damage if I ever decide to discard the judge. But I got to kill him first before I can get him. All right, so now my redraw, and oh, it went up to 3. That's good. So I can have up to 3 redraws and resets. I still have 3 shots to kill this judge at 22 hit points. Okay. All right. Let's give the judge his own justice. I just have to remember my permanent abilities from previous villains are kings are worth 3 instead of 1, and 3 of a kind. Man, so if I play 3 kings, that'd be great. And I do have the Marshal badge as a reminder as well, showing you just defeated a villain, which means if I had any cards in my hand, which I did have, and I just threw them in the discard pile because I knew it was coming. And you discard, and that means you do a full reset. And we'll do that again. I gotta tell you, folks, this video is a little longer than I thought, but I'm having a good time. Probably because I'm just talking a lot. All right. Let's give another really good riffle shuffle. I want to make sure these things are... Ah, boy, I messed that up. All right, see, that's what I'm saying. I felt like one of these got dinged a little bit more. Well, maybe it doesn't look as bad as I thought, but man, when you see them from certain angles, such nice cards. But I highly recommend, if you don't mind doing the sleeves and then kind of mushing them, shuffling them, do that. And I think before I tear these up too bad, I'm gonna get those. They're still great quality cards. It's just that they're so nice and thick that if you accidentally smack them together, it'll ding them up a little bit. All right, here we go. Here's my hand of 8. Couple of hearts, has a flush going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, what do I got here? Okay, I got some 7s. I got a 5, 6, 7, 8. Nothing to do with that queen. Oh boy, how do I play this, guys? I do have 3 redraws, but now it's a long time till I get to reshuffle, unless I force it myself. That's something I learned the hard way, that the decision is Okay, you're going to have to force that reshuffling in so you draw fresh cards, but that also takes away from your discard and redraw. But I have 3 now. He's got 22 hit points. See, a straight is only going to be like, what, 4 or 5 points here? A straight is worth 4, and that's not that great unless it's a straight flush. And that just lets me search for a face card. I don't like a lot of these. I could just go big. You know what I'm saying? I could spend 1 discard. I could just ditch all of these and just start hoping to get some kings and aces just to plow this guy out. I might do that. It's probably not the smart thing to do. I do have a pair. You know what? I'm just going to be bold. I'm going to go, we're going to use, since I got 3 of them, now I'm down to 2. I'm going to discard. See, it's tempting not to keep those 7s though, right? Because it's already made a match. But the odds are I can draw 1 of each one of these again. It's a whole fresh new deck. But that gives me 5 new cards. Okay, let's go for it. I'm thinking about ditching those because I am. You know what? I am. I'm going to discard all those to get 7 new cards. All right. Watch all my 7s come up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would have been past the point of 7, so okay, so that wouldn't have come up anyway on that turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I wouldn't have got that card anyway if I hadn't discarded those 7s. But I do have 2 jacks, 2 9s, 2 pair is 2 points, and then that'd be 2 face cards in it. So I'm looking at 4 points on my first one. But I do have 3 shots, but that 22 is a lot of damage to try to do. Oh my goodness. And I do have 9, 10, jack, queen. If I could get a king, that is an additional 3 instead of 5. That would be a straight. It'd be 3, 4, 5 plus straight is 10. That would be really good. But I feel like I need to do some damage to give myself a chance here. Unfortunately, I think I have to do the jacks and the 9s just to get on the board and hope some queens come up. I'm going to use the 7 in here since I know I already ditched out some of those. What did I say? Where's my other 9? Okay, so basically I'm playing 9s and jacks with a 7 kicker. I'll be holding on to these 3 cards over here. And unfortunately, that's only going to deal 4 points of damage with that shot. But I'm hoping I'm going to start running into some aces or kings where I shine. So there's a shot. And it's going to only deal 4, so it'll put him at 18. Oh, goodness. Okay. Sorry. That's my panicked voice. I'm panicking. Okay, so I shoot him for 4, right? 2 of a kind is 2. 2 face cards in that 2 of a kind. Plus 2, 4. All right. Well, let's hope that these are better than the last ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, all right. Kings are great in my hand right now. So technically, right off the bat, wow, what a nice... I could do 2 pair for 2, and then that would be, these are worth now 3 instead of 1, so that'd be 6, 7, 8 total. And 8 would bring them down to 10. I would have to draw some aces, but man, if there's a way to get 3 of a kind, I think, ooh, should I take a chance to get a face card? What's in my discard pile? Jack, jack. I mean, I could use that to search for something. For a jack. I kind of want to hold on to it though. How many do I got left? And the thing is, I kind of wanted to save 1 for a redraw though. I mean, I could go big and actually discard the 6s and hope that I hit some aces and stuff. But that means, what am I going to get? That means I'm discarding. You know what I am? I'm actually gonna discard anything that's not a big card now. So I'm gonna do one of my. I've already done 1, right? So this will leave me with 1 left. So I'm gonna discard everything but my kings and my ace, because they deal the most damage. Well, I'm going to keep the queen too. Why not? You never know. All right, and now I get 4 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, garbage. Garbage. I'm forced to play something, unfortunately, and the hand I have now is, well, I guess it's equally as bad as the last one. My odds of getting a king actually are really good, but now I have to get rid of them. So I'm going to end up playing 9s or 7s. I don't think it matters what I hold on to at this point. Take a quick look. There's 9s are gone. And 7s are just as bad. So I guess I'll hold on to, I think it's the same amount. Nope, 3 7s are gone. So the 7s are a little more worse. A little more worse. It doesn't matter. Okay, how I word that. Okay, so I'm going to play 2 pair, which is worth 2 points of damage. Oh, I got to take my shot. So this is shot number 2. Oh, man, I'm going to have some aces come up. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 shots. Excuse me, my second shot is going to be 2 pair for 2, and then plus 6 is 8. And that'll drop him to 10. So I'm at 1 shot left, and he's at 10. This is awful. This is awful. Okay. All right. I mean, I do have a redraw, but I was trying to save that to get all these cards back in my hand. But now I got to deal 10 points of damage, so I kind of need some runner aces or queens, or I don't know. Let's see what I got here. 5 to go. Oh, yeah. Oh, one, and it's a 3 of a kind, so I should be like, oh, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. The good news is, okay, this isn't a villain, so I won't be able to reset, but I could use one of my next ones to reset my hand to get my aces and stuff back. But if I just play 3 of a kind, I could save these queens for the next one. Oh, wait a second, can I deal 10? Yeah, I'll be able to do that. This is so nasty. Yeah, so I'm going to save these queens. I'm just going to play this like this. This is a heck of a lot of damage right here. I only need to deal 10, but 3 of a kind is now bumped to 5, plus 3 aces is plus 9, so it's 14, which will kill this guy off with my last shot. And he is dead, but now I have a really great special ability. But unfortunately, my aces are now all in here. And it's not a redraw, so technically, let's go ahead and do this. Technically, I'm supposed to draw this. Okay, what a garbage hand. Okay. Well, we'll see how it works out. All right, I'm facing not a villain. Who are we facing? What a nasty dude. The Hangman, 25 hit points. And his special ability, if I can get him, is take a card from the discard pile to your hand. That would be handy right now. He's got 25 hit points. And, I'm still up at 3 and 3. So I get 3 shots and 3 redraws. Now, this is a thing where I might be doing my redraw right off the bat here. Let me take a look at my special abilities that I feel I'm going to do. So I can discard this to make aces awesome. And this is, I can go looking for, well, I get reveal cards until I get to one. Are both of my jacks in here? Jack. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, this is so dangerous. I'm going to spend one of my things here to reshuffle all these cards. I wish I could discard and do this. I think you can do that in the 2-player variant mode, but don't quote me on it. So unfortunately, I have to spend one of my trickeries to do a shuffle reset of the deck here. All right. And now I have to make a decision. Do I deal partial damage with one of the 2 pairs I can make? Because I could make, what do I got? that would save 5s. So like, I can come out kind of strong. 2 pair, this would be 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, which is plus 4. 2, so that's 6 points of damage with my first shot if I do that. Or I could do a 4 by ditching the 5s and keeping the jacks, hoping that I run into a jack or a queen, depending on what I want to keep if I felt lucky. You know what I'm going to do right now? This may not help me, but I think I'm going to discard this card now. This ability here. So I get to reveal cards from the top of the poker deck until I find a face card. Plus I'll know what's on the bottom by doing this because it says put the rest on the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to reveal cards until I get a face card. These are also, I just have to remember. Wow, some 10s on the bottom. Okay, well, a king is not bad, but not what I was looking for. Okay, and these all go on the bottom. I feel like I should shuffle it. It doesn't say, it just says they go on the bottom, but I'm going to shuffle it anyway, because every other game seems like you do that. But that may just be part of the rules by memorizing, which I am not good at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why do I have an extra card? Oh, yeah, because I don't have to discard anything to get that card. All right. Do I use a second one of these to try to hit one of these? That would give me 4 cards to get something cool. Or do I just take a shot anyway and hope that I start getting some kings? I'm hoping my next card is going to be a villain. I'm at level 8. I don't know, guys. This seems really rough way to go. I'm going to do that. Probably stupid, but let's do this. I'm going to spend 1. I'm going to discard all these guys to draw 4 cards, because that's not up to 8. This is dealing as redrawing on the symbol shows you as many as you discarded. So I'm going to get 4 cards, because that's my bonus card for this round. Oh, beautiful. Oh, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. What a glorious hand. Okay, so which gives me 3 jacks, 3 queens, and 2 kings, and a 5. Now I have to figure out, because I still got to kill him in 3 shots, what's the most efficient way? So 3 of a kind is really, really good. Because 3 of a kind is a bonus of 5. Instead of, so let's see, because 3 of a kind is normally 3, but it's 5. But a full house is 6. So I'm kind of thinking, let's go with a big whammy here. I'm going to hold on to my jacks this time. I'm going to play this. So full house is 6. That'll be 7, 8, 9. And then plus 6 is 15 for my first shot. So I'm going to shoot once, and that'll bring them down to 10. That is great. That worked out really good. Okay, and then I will draw up to 8 cards, which is only 4 this time because I had that bonus card. I always feel like I should shuffle these kind of in the, you know, I keep trying to do it. There are only 52 cards, so I guess that's why you see a lot of them. Okay. All right, feeling pretty good. I got 1 redraw and 2 shots to deal 10. I even have an ace ability if I needed to use it, but speaking of the aces, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 2 2s, so I think, so I'm thinking a villain might be away. So if I play this, that's a full house. What did I say it was? A full house is 6. Yep. Full house is 6. 7, 8, 9. He'd be down to 1 hit point. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my second shot. And that'll deal 9 to him. That'll bring him down to 1 hit point. And I've got 1 shot and 1 fancy trigger maneuver. Whatever, redraw or whatever I want to make it here. All right. I already know what's on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all I need to do is make a pair here. And I don't, but I have a straight, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're gonna go, oh, here's the thing though, but do I want to, I think I want to reshuffle because I'm about to face a villain. So I'm gonna use, so I have enough to kill him, so I'm gonna spend this last one to shuffle these back into here because there were a lot of good face cards. And I'm gonna do what I like to call Rado shuffling. That's all. That guy, I don't know if you've ever seen that guy that does videos, Rado, I think is his name. But I call it because he doesn't like to do this with the cards, ripple shuffle. So he's constantly taking cards and kind of like shuffling them like this. And shuffling them back in like this. Kind of like I call mushing, but yeah, I really need to get some sleeves and go to mushing if I'm going to keep these in here like this. All right, one more of these and then we're going to call it done. All right, for luck. All right, now I'm going to play my 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm keeping those. And a straight does what, 3 or 4? A straight does 4, no face cards, but he's only a 1. That will kill him. So I've killed the Hangman, and now I have a special one-time ability, which is take 1 card from the discard pile, which is really good, actually. So if I need one of those cards, it's already in there for me. Okay, that means I'm probably facing a villain. Yep, okay. And after I kill him on a reset up, of course, that means there'll be a marshal badge reminding me that I get a free... I have to do a full reset. That means including discarding any cards that I have left over in my hand. So I'm at 3 and 3 still for 3 shots to kill and 3 mitigation. 30 hit points. Woo! 30 hit points. This guy. Where am I at? So he's got 30. And what? And since he's a villain, I cannot play heart cards in my hands against this guy. And I have 1 heart card already, the 4 of hearts. Sometimes that comes into trouble because I meant to look up online, what if you get into situations and I have enough to kill somebody, but I don't have enough to play 5 cards as I'm playing normal because all the rest of the cards in my hand are hearts. Because I got caught like that one time. And as far as I can tell, it's not a part of the scoring hand, but it's still a part of my hand that I'm playing, which is really weird. Okay, so, oh yeah, I should have done this first. No hearts, no hearts, boo. Well, another heart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I got 3 cards that I can't play, so they might just immediately go in the discard pile as I'm looking for stuff. In fact, I'm going to do this. I'm going to discard these 5 cards, which are 3 hearts, which I couldn't play in my hand anyway. I'm going to use one of my maneuver abilities. Sidestep and shoot from a different barrel, from behind a different barrel. 1, yes. 2, 3, yes. 4, that's a dead card. 5. So I can't use that, but I do have 2 aces, which are fantastic. And a lot of these cards, I think if I remember correctly, when you play anything but easy, like on the other bosses, like, okay, so easy, there's no conditions, but every other one has some sort of conditions. Like this says, you must include the ace of spades in the scoring hand that you play. And I think, and this one says, the nightmare says you have to have the ace of spades in the last scoring hand you use. So in this, so I'm wondering if, I can't remember on mine if I needed an ace or not somewhere in my hand. So it says, you must include the ace of spades in the last, oh, that one has to be in the last scoring hand. In the last scoring hand, you play without using the joker or any other bonus. Oh, okay, so does that mean this guy's gonna give me a joker if I beat him or something? What does this say? No, it says each hearts, oh, okay, that's when I win them. So it's going to give me a bonus for hearts. So hearts that I play after this will be great. They'll be worth an additional 2. Woo! I'll probably need it if I can beat this guy. Oh, man, what do I do? What do I do? Okay, so I have 2 redraws. Right now, I could play I could play 2 pair. What do I got in this? Have I thrown away anything decent? Just the king and some other stuff? Because I could bring a card back if I needed it. If I play 2 pair, that's 2, but it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would be a third of the damage that I need. So, and of course, I'll be discarding a heart with whatever I play. I mean, that's pretty fair. That's 10 points of damage. But I could really just wallop them. So it says right here, if I play this card as a one-time ability, each ace in my hand deals an additional 5 points. So if I do that, that would be another 10 for 2 aces. That'd be 5 and 5. So that'll be a total of 20. Boy, is that worth doing that right now? Oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. But these guys are so hard to kill, I think I'm going to do it just because I don't want to mess around. So I'm going to discard the judge. Aces in my hand are worth now additional 5, so that's plus 8. And then this will be 8, 9, right? What am I saying? Oh, so it'll be 8 for each one. So that'll be 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep, because it's a 2 pair. So I will deal 20 points of damage to the Spirit of Wine. So he's down to 10. Oh, I got to take my shot first officially. And then I deal 20 points of damage to this guy. And that goes away. But I can retrieve a card instantly. But I'm thinking that might be good for the final boss, if I can make it. So, all right. All I have to do is 10 points of damage with 2 shots and 2 redraws. All right. Okay. So let's see. We've got, as my head hits the stupid camera again, 3 or 4 times. Sorry about that. Yeah. So all I got to do is 10 points of damage. I got 2 shots. Let's see. Ace, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can't play hearts versus them though. So those are going to be dead to me. I got 2 shots to deal 10. That's jacks, or 1, 2, 3. That's just 3. That's not helping me. What is this? Take 1 card from the discard pile. That's not going to help me either. So I'm going to go ahead and use this and go down to from 2 to 1. So to discard, unfortunately, boy, but it's a villain. I'm going to have to reset my hand anyway. Okay, so I'm going to discard those 2 for sure. How many jacks have I gone through? None. So basically I'm wanting to hunt down a jack. So I'm going to discard all of these and hope I don't get caught. Because I only have to deal 10, but a jack would be really nice here. Okay. I probably should have studied the discard pile a little better, but I'm getting 6 new cards. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, trash. This is trash. This might be where I die. I mean, I could take a card from the discard pile for that would just be an extra point of damage. I could try one more time, trying to find that jack. I am. I'm going to do that. All right. So I'm going to spend my last. So now all manipulation has to come from this card and playing one of my, I thought I had 2 shots left. Yeah, because I dealt 20 right on the first shot. Yeah, so I should have 2 shots left. Okay, goodness. Okay, 6 cards. King's not bad. There we go. That should do. Oh, and the jack. I negative 1. Oh, but it's a jack of hearts. I can't play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm gonna kill this guy. So that's two pair, and then additional. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is exactly what he has left. And I will take my last shot, or Thought I had 2 shots left, but it doesn't matter. I killed him with 1 shot. And that's 10 points of damage. And this guy is gone. The reason why I discarded my hand, of course, is because this is a villain, and you know, but from now on, any hands that I have that are part of the actual damage dealing will be an additional 2 points. That is fantastic. Okay, guys, this is the farthest I've ever made it on not easy mode, so I'm kind of nervous and excited. And what are we fighting again? Johnny. 35 hit points, and I'll just read his great ability when I get him. So we'll just see how that happens. But, of course, as a reminder, it reveals this thing. You just beat a villain, and the martial badge means you do discard any hand in your hand and do this blah, 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 reshuffle, full reset, basically, is what it is. All right. Do this a few times. Yeah, this is the only card that really, some of them got minor ones. This one I guess I nicked really good on that one. Not that I need to know. But, you know, if I was playing the Old West, playing with these marked cards, it could be bad news. Although my sight's so bad anymore, I'll be lucky to see anything. All right, and one middle cut randomly, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kings are automatically good. All right. Ooh, but the good news is, since I'm down to the last couple of bosses, I got four shots to kill this guy and 4 reset, redraw, whatever you call them. Okay, and he's got 35 hit points. So 4 shots to kill him. 4 of these. And he's got 35 hit points. 3, 5. Those villains are great because they give you permanent abilities that are fantastic, like the kings I've been using right and left. But it is kind of bad with... they have stuff that you can't play against them, and you really want to. Especially that last one with the hearts. If I had gotten a bad string and drawn a bunch of hearts, the game would have been over. I couldn't have done nothing about it as far as I know. Okay, so stop hitting the camera with your head, dummy. Let's see. Right off the bat, 35. I got 4 shots to kill him, and I almost have, if I had a jack queen, I just need a jack to get a straight with 3 face cards, and one of them being a king. But I do have 2 pair right off the bat. And those are worth 3 piece, so that's 6. And then the 2 pair is 7, 8. Is that okay? 8 times 4 is 32. That puts me below the curve. I think, you know me, I like digging for them face cards. Although it might hurt me. I'm going to discard these 3. And draw 3 more. Looking for an 8, a king, or even a queen wouldn't be that bad. But something to get me hooked up here. 1. Ace for future plays good. Oh, an 8. This is, you know, sometimes you just get lucky at cards. And that's just the thing is, you could get bad shuffles and bad cards all day long, and you'd be done after the 3rd or 4th guy. I've been killed early, I think, on my earlier one. Because I think one of the times I played on easy, the very first time, I just had a bad hand, and that's just playing minimal cards. So I'm looking at a full house, or should I keep that and do 3 of a kind? Well, I mean, that means I'd have to get rid of 2 other cards in that set, but I'd be holding that for a great hand coming up here. So let's see. I can't bring a card back, but I was wanting to save that for the final boss. Let's see. But I've got this one, and 1. I shouldn't be looking in the future because I know my luck. If I did a redraw. If I play this, 3 of a kind deals 5, and that puts them at 30. But man, I know I got 3 more shots, so that's 10 apiece. But I can really well, or I can play the kings now. With the 8s for a full house of 6. And then plus 6 is 12. And I get to keep the ace and the queen. That's probably the smart thing. Oh no, I get to keep those 3. Okay, so I will do this. I'm going to take 1 shot with a full house of kings and 8s. And a full house, like I said, does 6 plus the two kings together is another 6 for 12 points of damage. So that brings me to 23, right? So wallop them now. 23. I got 3 shots left and 3, well, we just like to call it mitigations, but you know, I like to call it gunplay. Let's see. So 5 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, wait a second. Were any of those hearts in the main hand? No. I forgot, because if any of these had been hearts in the actual, that dealt damage here, that's an additional 2. Got to keep track of that. That's pretty important. For instance, now that I've got queens, that's going to be an additional 1, 2, and since it's a heart, 3, 4 when I play those together. And I do have 2 5, so I could do a 2 pair. What is he down to? 23. How much would this be? So 2 pair is just boring 2. And then I'd get 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 would bring him down to 17. I'd have 2 shots to kill him at 17, but 3 redraws. But who says I can't do some redraws now? What do I got in here? I can always, do I have a queen in here yet? No. I got 9, 10s, 8, 6, 7. So 7 is probably the most useless. So I'm looking at what to discard. Okay. So I could do that. I'm thinking about doing this. So I'm gonna discard some cards and redraw some cards. So definitely discard these 3. The question is, do I try to run into another just in case for a 5, which there are 5s out there? That means if I draw a 5, a queen, an ace is pretty amazing. But 3 out of this many cards left. I do have return a card to my hand. I'd hate to waste it. Or do I just shoot the moon, discard these 5s, and just start rolling and hoping that gets me to a queen? I think I'm going to do that. So those, I did my 1 off of that. And so I get 5 new cards. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, not that great. I didn't have any jacks in here either, did I? Negative. Just some kings and some kind of higher mid cards. So I could play. I think I'm going to, guys, I think I'm going to swing one more time at that. I'm going to go down to, I'm going to basically, I'm going to keep the jack. I'm going to draw 4 new cards. 1, yes, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's a pair made there. So if I play something, I've got 3 shots to deal 23. So basically I'm looking at my queens thing over again. It's not that much, but I do have, look at this. I'm so close to having a straight flush. Do I have the 10 of clubs in my thing? Yes. I could do a straight flush now just to finish him, because I have this one-time card. But if I can't remember, if I need to, if there's a time you just need that one card. See, I still got 3 shots here. So I think I'm just going to play this boring hand of, and that way I get to keep all these fancy cards here, which still give me a chance to get a flush with all these bonus numbers, because that'll be +3, +3, +1, +1. So, oh, I got to get rid of another card to do. Oh, no, there's the queen there. Sorry. I have to play that. So 2 pair is 2 points, 3, 4, very boring for my second shot. So 4 brings them to 19. Did I count that right? 2 pair is 2, 3, 4, 19. So boy, I got 2 shots to deal 19. And where's the 9 on this? Okay, I thought that I was lower, but apparently I am just dumb. But I get 5 new cards. I got 2 shots left to kill the old Johnny. No. Oh, boy. And 1 more. Oh, goodness. This is not good. And here's the thing. I really wanted to save that last one to redraw new cards. I mean, I could bring back kings, a king to my hand. I haven't drawn any more aces. That's been the only ace. So I got less than half the deck, about half the deck left. And I still got aces in there. And jacks. I can bring my king of hearts. Did I have a king of hearts in here? That's king of diamonds. What else is in here? No, but king of hearts is still in there somewhere. So I still have a king of hearts in there. What do I have? I mean, I could bring back a queen to make it a flush, but that's just ridiculous to get rid of that, right? 2 kings would be 6, 7. That means I'd have to deal 3 points with the rest of my cards. I think I have to do that though. So I'm gonna, but do I want to grab that? I got 2 shots. Can I deal 3? I can't deal any damage. All I have is 1 pair right now. And I don't have an ace in here. Wow, that is crazy. I guess I'm going to bring back a king with this card. I'm going to discard this, take 1 card from the discard pile out of my hand so I can play 2 pair. I'm not going to play it yet though, but I use a special ability because if this is enough, this isn't enough to finish it off, right? Because he's at 19. Nope. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. I'm going to save those. And I guess I'll play, I don't know, a 7 because that'll keep. Why do I get this queen? Oh, because I got an extra card this turn. I'd be able to keep that. But I only get to redraw before. Okay, so I'm going to play this. Kings and 6s. There's no hearts. However, kings are worth +6. That's 2 plus 6. That's 8 points of damage. So take a shot. Got 1 shot left, 8. So I got to deal 11. I might die here. I got to deal 11 in my last ability. So this is just hearts, 3 of a kind. Boy, it would have been nice to have 3 of a kind there. So, but I do have 1 chance to redraw more cards. I'm hoping for some aces here, which is sad. So I get to draw 4 cards to fill my hand up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. This is not good. Oh, but I do, wait a second, I have a straight 10, jack, queen, king, ace. Is that enough to do it? Because I got +6, 7, +8. What does a straight give me? Straight gives me 4. 4 plus 8 is 12. Right? 3, 6, 7, 8. That's 12. Now the question is, yes, before all that happens, I am going to do this to reshuffle these back in because if not, I don't get that. So I'm going to reshuffle these back into here before I play that on the last shot. One more time. Got to make sure these are shuffled up good. Put those over here. I'm going to play that straight for 12 points. That will kill off Johnny, who gives me a new special ability. Cards with a value of 4 in your hand. You play this turn are considered kings, and that's great because if they're considered kings, they will deal bonus damage. Wow, that is great. Okay, so that brings us to this guy, John, who has 40 hit points. John has 40. But now I've got 4 and 4. So I got 4 shots and 4 redraws. Maybe I had that last time, I just didn't remember. All right, get new cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, a smattering, almost a straight again. Let's see what I can do here. I've got 4 shots to deal 40. Got a pair of 3s. I do have clubs, right? I got a flush. That's not a bad way to start off. A flush plus 4 points. Says cards with a value of 4. I don't have any 4. That would have been great. So I'm going to play this for my first hand. A flush deals 5 plus 4 is 9. Puts it at 31. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this hand is trash. This hand is trash. Well, this could be a king, technically. And none of those cards were hearts, were they? No, that was all, because I put a flush in clubs. Let's see what I can do here. Boy, this is getting tough. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 3. Well, I mean, I could play this, but it says, oh, I have to discard that to do it. I can just play it as a regular straight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But that's not a lot of points. That's only like 4 points, right? Yep, that is not great. If I had a 2, I could play the ace instead. But you know what? We're going swinging big. I'm going to do the... So I had taken 1 shot, done a 3, and now I'm doing my first redraw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, I got a lot of hearts for bonus damage. Oh, do I have a flush and hearts? This is a good shot I can do here, even though I have those aces. 10s are there, but I can do this. Check this out. Okay, so if I play this, that would be a flush. I think I am. I'm going to take my second shot, and a flush deals 5, and then all my bonus points. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yep. So 19 will bring me to 12. I got 2 shots to deal 12. But unfortunately I have to get rid of an ace to do that, but I still have an ace in my hand. All right. Try and take down Big Bad John. And this hand could have been better. Now I can turn this into a king. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, kings would be, that would be 6, 7 points, which is not a bad way to go. And that'd be 2 pair. And then I just got to discard something. I'll just put that with it. So I'm going to take my 3 out of 4 shots. Discard this to turn the 4 into a king. And that'll be 6. Bonus 6 points plus the 2 is 8. Which will bring him down to 4. I got 1 shot left. I kid you not, there's a 4 on here, people. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and spin this at 2 because I'm going to reshuffle. Actually, I have to draw first before I'm allowed to do that. Okay, and then I reshuffle. Because I use that. Because I wanted to have as much ammo in here when I fight the boss. Shuffle up, shuffle up. My hand doesn't look that great here. I gotta do 4 points, but then I'm gonna be fighting the final boss, which I believe has 50. 3 of a kind, I don't have that. Got 6s. This is a tough hand to call. Tough hand to call. I think I should save those just in case. I mean, I could be... If I do, that means I'd be discarding. I gotta deal... I got 1 shot to deal 4. This not doing too good here, so, and that's unfortunately 1, 2, 3. All right, let's use one of my things here to discard. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's be safe. So I'm gonna spend 1 to draw 3 more cards. Well, there you go. So we will play these guys right here. Oh, wait a second, before I play it, do I want to reshuffle those in? Not really. Okay, so 3 of a kind is now 5, plus hearts 8, and that'll kill John. He has an ability, I can discard this to place the Joker in my hand before the first hand of the duel with the enemy. So I guess I'll just use that now since I'll be getting that Joker to my... Oh, wait a second. Can I do this? It says before I play the first hand. I'll wait so it doesn't count against my hand size. All right. Fighting the final boss, Lord Overkill. You must include the Ace of Spades in at least one of the scoring hands. The Ace of Spades will be stuck on this enemy. Never. Okay, so when I do play it, they get stuck on them if I play it early. And I got to deal 50, and he's a 4 and 4. Killing the boss time. 4 and 4, 50 hit points for the game. Let's see what happens. Okay, I get 5 new cards. Got a nice starting off. I have the Ace of Spades in my hands, so I'm already doing good. So technically I should have immediately redrawn these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me a spade. No, because I could have had a flush with those spades and the king and some aces. And the Ace of Spades, I don't get it back. But I'm going to discard this to add the Joker to my hand. Because it has to be before I play my first hand. And, wow, I think I'm going to do this. It says that I can duplicate cards. So I'll just make this another King of Spades, because normally you say, oh, well, you can't play the same card twice. But in here you can actually play 5 of a kind, so the Joker can break that rule. So I will play, if I play this, what does that give me? That gives me, what does it, flush? It's not that good, actually. Flush is not that good. Flush is only 5, but then I get to add 9 to it for 14, and I'll get mandatory. Let me think. Maybe I shouldn't play it that way. Give me a second to think here. What do I do here? I do have 2 pair. I mean, I could play a full house and call that a heart, and then I'd get to keep all these, right? If I play this, that's, yeah, I got 4 shots. I'm going to use my Joker now. I'm going to make this a 9 of hearts. So a full house is what? 6, 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10. It ain't a lot right off the bat, but I got 3 shots to deal 40. And I got a lot of power in my hand right now. And I got all my redraws. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I do have 3 aces. That is pretty powerful right there. How much is this going to be? Another full house would be, yeah, 6 plus 9 is 14, plus a heart is 16. I'm playing it. So this will be my second shot. And the ace of spades gets stuck up here on him. Even if I reshuffle, I can't get that one back. So that is what did I say, 16? Puts me at 24. So I got to average 12 points, or I got to have one really huge hand here. But I have all 4 redraws trying to go for stuff. Okay, not bad. I need to make sure I get at least a 12er here. Kind of want to, would it make more sense? Because I got, and I could get the Joker back. Oh, but there's a lot of garbage cards. Not that many face cards. Should I draw first, trying to get queens and stuff? Yeah, let's try that just to see what goes on here. All right. I'm going to draw 5 new cards. Okay, not bad. What are my abilities? 3 of a kind. Deals 5. Yeah. All right. But that's only 2 pair. This is only 7. I could do it one more time, hoping, but then I'm gonna have to reshuffle. I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna discard these 3. So I've got 2 redraws. Yes. Oh, okay. I got choices now. Do I have any kings that are gone? I'm trying to think what's left in there. There's Joker. Okay, no kings. This is good for me, I think. Okay, so if I do queens over jacks, what is that? That's not going to be enough, is it? I get 2 shots to deal 24. Full house is only, what did I say, 5 or 6? Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Means I have to come up with 13. It's possible because I have this. If I can get 4 of a kind, and I got 2 redraws of those left, plus I'm going to get 5 cards off the bat. I'm playing it. All right, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 1 shot left to deal 13. I'm down to 13 hit points there. Sorry, guys. And I've got, 13 hit points. I've got 1 shot, but I got 2 redraws. My goal is I'm trying to get all 4 kings out of these with the last 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's one of them. Let me see how much this is. This might be 13 points of damage if I can. Because the full house is 6, 6, and then those are 3 points apiece, like aces for 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. He's at 13. I will do that. And I'll take my last shot at Lord Overkill to eliminate his last 13 points to -2 to kill him. And finally, dead. I win. Great game.